Good morning student, this is your subject teacher Mridula Best. Today we will do exercise 1.2 of integers. In previous lecture we discussed properties of integers. Just take a recap. I told you that there are basically 4 properties related to integers. Number 1, closure property. Number 2, commutative property. Number 3, associative property. And number 4, additive identity or additive property. Basically these are the 4 properties and we are going to do sums based on these properties. Earlier I have discussed question number 1's A part with you and I have given to you B, C, D as a homework. Okay, so I hope you all have done these 3 parts because today we will move forward with question number 2. If you have any query and question problem related to these 3 questions, you can discuss during online session. One more thing, I just want to clear you that online session is not for writing questions and answers at home. It is for sorting out your queries, your problem. Wherever you will get problems, wherever you will get difficulty, you can discuss, you can mark your query, you can mark your questions and you can put your question query in that session. During that session, I will sort out your problem. Got it? Okay. Now, let's move forward with question number 2. The question is, write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. Write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. 8 is a positive integer, but you have to choose 2 negative integers. Write a pair of negative. Means, how we will do? Pair means 2. Here should be minus. Here should be minus. But here is written, write a pair of negative integers whose difference. It means here should be negative sign also. But answer is in a positive. Answer is in a positive way. So we should keep it in our mind that minus minus will become plus. It means here should be larger integer and here should be smaller integer. Okay, how many pair you can think whose sum, whose difference is 8? If we will talk about the whole numbers, then 10 minus 2 equals to 8. 12 minus 4 equals to 8. 14 minus 6 equals to 8. Okay, so uncountable pair of numbers, uncountable pair of whole numbers, we can choose. It is totally depends on your choice. Okay, there is no foundation. There is no foundation because you know that integers are uncountable. So answers can be vary. Answer can be vary, can be different from me. It is totally on your choice. So right now I am choosing here. If I will write here 10 and here 2. Okay, so now just solve. Open the bracket. Minus 2 minus minus will become plus 10. Minus 2 minus minus will become plus 10. Different sign, minus plus equals to minus. Key facts, key points I discussed earlier. So minus plus will become minus. Answer will be 8. But which sign should be placed here? Plus sign, because plus has larger number, minus has smaller number. So as per according to question, our answer should be positive integer. So we got 8 as an answer. Got it? Let's do B part of this question. You can note down either or I am sending you a short worksheet. I am sending you a short worksheet. Otherwise you can note down from there. Okay? So I am rubbing it. Just moving forward to question number B. Okay, now come to the B part of question number 2. Read the question. Write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is minus 5. Negative and positive. We have to choose a pair where first or second, anyone. Okay, we will decide it later on. Okay, 2 integers should be there. One should be positive and another should be negative. And what we are going to find here? Sum. Sum means addition. And answer should be a negative integer. Let's do the process. Here is written, one should be a negative integer, another should be a positive integer, and we are going to find out sum. But we will choose negative or positive integers as per according to answer. Here is written -5. It means larger integer contains negative sign. The larger or greater integers between these two should be negative. Okay, so I am going to write here -8. First you can apply it on whole numbers. How many numbers you can choose? How many numbers you can choose? Whose difference, whose sum will be 5? Whose sum will be 5? 3 plus 2, okay, 3 plus 2, okay, 4 plus 1. But you can see here, negative sign is also there because here is clearly saying negative and a positive integer. So we cannot apply whole numbers method here in this case. So I am going to choose here -8 and plus 5 plus 3. Okay, now let's see what would be the answer. Equals to, open the bracket, -8 plus 3. You can see it clearly, negative sign, positive signs, different number or different signs are here. So minus plus will become minus. Now subtract 3 from 8, it would be 5. But negative sign contains larger number, -8. 8 is greater than 3, then minus sign we will replace, which is our answer also. Minus sign, -5. Got it? Okay, let's move towards C part. Okay, I have left C part. You will do that C part on your own. But don't do that C part in your fair notebook. First do it in your rough notebook. Okay, if you will find any difficulty, then you can discuss it. Now come to the question number 3, which is in a quiz team A scored 40, -40, 10 and 0. Team B scored 10, 0, -40. Which scored more? Can we say we can add integers in any order? Okay. There are two teams took part in a quiz competition, and here are given their scores in successive rounds. Round 1, round 2, round 3. Okay, and it is asking that which team scored more. What we will do? First we will note down the scores of team A and team B. Okay, so we will write team A scored -40, 10, 0. Question is asking about a comparison. Which team scored more? Then we have to add it one by one. First we will add team A's score, then we will add team B's score to find out the answer that which team scored more run. Okay, so total score of team A equals to -40 plus 10 plus 0. Now open the bracket. -40 plus 10 plus 0. -40 plus 10. Different sign. There should be subtraction. -40 plus 10 would become -30. There is no need to write down 0 because we already know that if 0 is added in any numbers, if 0 is added or subtracted in any number remains always same as an answer. Understood? So -30. The total score of team A is -30. Now we will find out the team B's score. Team B score equals to again 10, 0, -40. Okay, so total score of team B equals to 10 plus 0 plus -40. Okay, open the bracket. 10 plus 0 plus minus will become -40. Again plus 10 -40. Different signs are using here. So -30 will be answer. It means we can say that both the score of both teams is the same. -30 is the team A's score and -30 is also team B's score. You have observed here that numbers are same. But successive rounds, because team A scored 40 in first round while team B scored 10 in first round. team A scored 10 in second round while team B scored 0. Again, team A scored 0 in third round. These are the successive rounds. First round, second round, third round. First round, second round, third round. Okay, then you can see numbers are same, but their order is changed. Number are same, their order is changed. Okay, so team B scored -14 third round while team A scored -14 first round. I am just telling you because the next one part is related to this order. In next part it is asked which team scored more. We already got. Then we will write here. I got upper one part I am rubbing here. Upper one part I am rubbing here. You can see question from book. You can see question from book. Okay. So we can write both the team, the score of both teams, the score of both teams is equal. Okay, the score of both teams is equal. Now what is asking in next one part? Can we say that we can add integers in any order? Can we say that we can add integers in any order? What did I tell you? What did I tell you when I explained you properties related to integers? In addition, order does not matter. Under which property we explain this? And addition, that order does not matter. If I will add 8 plus 5 and 5 plus 8, answer always remains same. It means we can add numbers or integers in any order. It's not for subtraction. The name of property was commutative property. I told you A plus B equals to B plus A. This is your second property, commutative property. A plus B equals to B plus A. Because question is asking, then we will write down here. We will write down here, yes. We will write here, yes. We can add integers or number. What is this asking? We can add integers in any order. We can add integers in any order by commutative property. By commutative property. Okay, that's it. Now just move on to question number 4. Okay, now come to the question number 4. Filling the blanks. Filling the blanks. Here is written, this one segment is related to properties. This one segment is related to properties. You have to observe carefully the numbers and their addition or subtraction, and you have to mention here properties. Okay, so filling the blanks, -5 plus -8 equals to -8 plus. Which number should be here? If you will observe clearly that you can see here is nothing but only order is changing. Here is written -5 first plus -8 in later. Here he has changed that order of numbers. Here is written -8, then here will be -5. It is nothing but order changing property. Okay, so order changing property means commutative property. Order changing property means commutative properties. So we will mention here commutative property. Commutative property. Understood? This is your commutative property. Now come to the next one. Here is written -53 plus what should be in bracket, and answer is -53. Which number you will add in this number that your answer will remain same, means your answer will be that one number. So there is only one number. There is only one number in our number system which does not affect the addition and subtraction of any number. If we will add here 0, is there any change in our answer? No, there will be no change in our answer. So answer will remain that one number always. Answer will remain that one number always. Okay, so this is called zero additive property. This is called zero additive, which I explained you. Zero additive property. Zero additive property. I am leaving third one part for you. I am leaving third one part for you. You will do yourself. Now come to the fourth one. Here is written 13 plus -12 in a bracket. and your next bracket is empty. Other one 13 is outside and minus 12 plus minus 7 in a bracket. Okay, where we do grouping in which property we do grouping, that is called associative property. You can see clearly here two numbers are grouped, two numbers are kept together in a bracket and third one number is left outside or separated. And in another bracket, on right hand side you can see the first one number is separated. First one number is separated and two last one numbers kept together in a bracket. That is called associative property. So which number will be here? 13 minus 12. 13 minus 12 minus 7 will be here. Minus 7 will be here. This is called associative property. This is called associative property. This is called associative property of integers. So these are the properties related to integers. Question number 2 is third part and question number 4 second and fifth part for you. You will do practice yourself. Okay, I am sending a worksheet along with this video. You have to watch video carefully. After that, you should do worksheet. You should do all the questions yourself in your rough notebook. Then, if you will find any difficulty, then open that worksheet. Then you can note down from there your questions in a fair notebook. Okay, so I hope you will understand the question exercise 1.2 and whatever difficulty you will find, we will discuss during online session. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.